seems like every other day I'm putting out a video about Craig Jones Invitational, or just putting out a video about jiu-jitsu these days. Now, I know this is an MMA channel, mixed martial arts, but we are a combat sports channel. I'm going to put out more about the Craig Jones Invitational. I dropped a video the other day about, what if Gordon Ryan actually competed at the Craig Jones Invitational? And it got a lot of, sort of buzz. Everybody sort of shot it down in the comment section and said, while it would be cool if he did do it, it likely isn't going to happen. And some people even said they don't even think Gordon's going to compete at all due to stomach issues. So who the heck knows what happens there? I then put out a video about those comments yesterday, and today I'm going to be grading the current lineup at the Craig Jones Invitational, the competitors that we know that are going to be at the event, and the competitors that have made the switch over from ADCC over into the CJI event. So I'm going to share my screen here, and I'm going to give this a shot, and we're going to start with the very first one. We've got the Tacket brothers. Now, if I'm going to grade these I'm going to start with where they announced the fights or the matches and the competitors that are coming over. And the Tacket brothers were the first guys that made the jump over to CJI. And while that was a huge move and a big signing, and the Tacket brothers both made history as the first brothers to win West Coast Trials to be on ADCC 2024. But with that, I'm going to give this one a C+. While I think they're fantastic grapplers and they are killing it on the scene, as I said, they both made history by being brothers that won West Coast Trials this year, and they made the show. They'd probably medal at ADCC. Would they win their division? I'm not 100% sure. So I'm giving this one a C+. Don't get me wrong. These guys have every shot to win the CJI, but I believe that the grade here is a C+. All right, let's go to the next one. We got Ffion Davies, and this one I think is huge. I think she's by far the best female grappler on the scene. She was going to win her division at ADCC. She's a former previous winner at ADCC 2022, and coming into this one, she was a favorite to win this. So her coming over to do Craig Jones Invitational is enormous, and the letter grade I'm giving this one is an A, because I believe it's huge. Now, there's not going to be a tournament. It's not going to be her in a women's bracket. It's going to be her in a super fight. But is it big? Because it's showing people that even former champions of ADCC can come over and are going to be looking to win money. So I give her an A. The next one is Luke Rockhold. Not necessarily a grappler. We've seen him grapple before. But I know Craig Jones said that this guy could shock quite a few people. He's coming in this to win it. Is he a guy well known in the jiu-jitsu scene? Maybe not. But as Craig said, they're trying to steal MMA fans, and Luke Rockhold was a former UFC champion, Strikeforce champion, but again, not a grappling guy. So I'm giving him a C for the Craig Jones Invitational. He was the one that was announced next for this bracket. And could he win it? Sure. But again, not a big name on the grappling scene. So I think it's a C. Next up, we got Nicky Rod. Now, this is a big one. And not in terms of his size by any means, but I think the grading scale of this one, I've got to give Nicky Rod coming to CJI. And even though he is a guy who is from the B team, so he's from Craig's team, he's sort of Craig's right-hand man when it comes to the gym and everything over there. But I think the fact... Now, let me just give you my grade before I start talking. I give this an A+, because I think we saw elements of his game that could give Gordon some trouble. And I think that in his weight division, he's a guy that could have won it. And he could have won the absolute to be the next guy to compete against Gordon Ryan at ADCC if Gordon were to beat Yuri. So I give this one an A+, just for the what if factor, because he could have been the guy in the division to beat Gordon or to give Gordon some fits and some ifs, ands, or buts, because we've seen them compete in the past and there are question marks, in my opinion. So I give Nicky Rod an A+. That is the highest scoring grade that you can give, and he gets an A+ to be at CJI for sure. Next up, we got Joseph Chen. This guy has blown up the scene. Very smart grappler, and he's done fantastic. The guy is blowing up. He won, and he was supposed to be at ADCC, and I truly believe that he was going to win his division. So this one I'm giving a B, not because it's not huge, but we saw him not win at the Polaris Grand Prix, but he has the skills. He has the skills to take CJI and win the $1 million. But I give him a B, and I can't give everyone A's because they're not all A's. But I give him a B coming over because I truly think he would have won he could have won his division at ADCC, and I think that he's got a shot here. But he's not top of the crop. He's got some years to go. He's still a young kid, and the letter grade he gets is a B. Next up, another B team competitor. It seems like B teams all over the map at CJI, which makes the most sense because it's Craig's team. These guys are coming over. Nicky Ryan, Gordon Ryan's brother. The grade I give him is a B. We've seen what he can do at the highest level. We've seen what he can do against guys that he should arguably beat, and unfortunately he hasn't. This guy has every shot, much like the rest of them that have come over, to win this tournament. I give him a B because I want him to prove it to me. I want him to prove that he's got what it takes to win CJI. So Craig Jones Invitational is all Nicky Ryan's to lose, in my opinion. It'll be fun. It's going to be fun to see the B team guys compete against each other, not just in the gym that we've seen on their YouTube channel, but on the mats here at CJI. Next up, we've got Mason Fowler. This one was announced just a couple days ago or yesterday, depending on when you're watching this. But Mason Fowler is confirmed. He won trials. He was invited to compete at ADCC 24, and I give this one a C+. Again, not because I don't have faith in the guy, and not because of anything really in particular. I just don't grade him any higher than a C+ going into this, but he could prove me wrong, and he could prove the world wrong, because we've seen him beat some of the best, but we've also seen him lose to some guys that could be in this bracket that he's going to be in. So should be fun, should be interesting. I give Mason Fowler a C+. And the last one that was announced is Roberto Jimenez, and this guy is confirmed. He was an invitee to ADCC 24, and as it says there, Roberto Jimenez won the IBJJF No-Gi World Championships in 2023 and the ADCC South America Trials in 2022, and he was an invitee this year. The letter grade I give him is a C. I think he's got it tough in this division. He's bulked up quite a bit, but he's got it tough. And I'm not ranking these guys based on name value, because Roberto Jimenez is one of the best in the world when it comes to grappling. But I'm ranking it on sort of the ability to do well in this tournament regarding who we've seen so far. So those are my letter grades. You tell me what you think. Do the grades match what you think? And who are some of the people that we could see in this bracket break through? So this is grading the Craig Jones Invitational Part 1 with my finger here. Make sure you check out Slappy's, the best vodka soda on the market. And again, like I always say, I know some people complain about this, but 90% of you guys aren't subscribed. But make sure you like the video, comment, share the video, and click that subscribe button and the notification bell to know when I come and drop these videos next. That was grading the current participants for the Craig Jones Invitational. Let me know what you think of those grades, who you think could be a big splash on the scene, and who you could think we could see next announced for CJI.